Hello everyone, this is your coach Vaishali here, and today I'm going to be talking about a book review. The book is called The 5 Languages of Love by Gary Chapman. My first word on the book is that it's an amazing book. It's a must read. It's a book on love and relationships, and so I definitely think you should read it. It is one of the few books that focuses on building love instead of just acquiring. Most of the movies that we see today are all about the pursuit of love and acquiring love, whereas this book really talks about the real deal of how we can build love amongst each other. In brief, the book first starts off by explaining the fact that we all have a love tank. This love tank needs to be filled over and over a period of time. If this love tank is not filled, then we do not get the feeling of being loved. It then moves ahead into giving us a clear differentiation between the in-love feeling and love. The in-love feeling is the infatuation feeling overtaken by hormones and just the glorified phase. Whereas love is the real long-term love that is built upon over a period of time. After understanding all of this about love, it then shows us that love has a language. Not everybody responds to love in the same way. And what are the languages of love? These are the 5 languages of love. Words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, quality, and receiving gifts. Now, everybody has a primary language of love in which they understand and assimilate love, in which they reciprocate love. But you can also learn a secondary language, the language of your partner or any other relationship that you are trying to build. Now, this book explains all of these concepts in the context of your romantic relationship, because that is what we give importance to. But these concepts can be applied to any relationship, a parent or child, or friendships, or siblings, any of those relationships. So the concepts universally, if understood, are really helpful. Now, how do you understand what is the language of the love of the opposite person? There's a simple test that you make them take the test, and the link of the test is given below in the below description. But there's an even simpler way to find out what is the language of love, and that is to simply listen. If we listen to the opposite person clearly, you listen to the complaints that they have. You're not giving me enough time. Probably the language of love is quality time. Or you're not giving me enough gifts. Then probably their language of love is receiving gifts. We just have to truly listen to be able to understand and assimilate this. But once we've heard it, once we know, then comes our commitment to act on it. You have to take action and reciprocate in the opposite person's First learn the language and then give them in their language. And the results are nothing short of a miracle. Marriages have been saved, relationships have been saved based on this principle. Relationships have been built together based on this principle. Having said that, all of this is great, and it comes from the massive experience that Gary Chapman himself has as a marriage counselor. But I think the book misses out on one crucial point, and that is that if I can't fill my love tank by myself, I'm expecting another person to give love in a language that I understand, then I'm sort of giving away my control of my happiness over to the person. And so I really believe that the book should have ended by outlining how we can fill our own love tanks and be full of love, so that our ability to give love is twice as much or thrice as much. Once you learn to fill your own love tank, you depend on no one, and it is only then that you can give unconditional love. So this is my take on the 5 languages of love. It's a must-read book. The importance of knowing your own language of love and the language of love of the opposite person cannot be undermined. It's very important. At the same time, do focus on giving yourself some self-love. That's it from me.